Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to generate a script out of the database and how to recreate the tables back from the script using your SQL Server Management Studio. So I'm assuming that you have a setup like this where you have your database locally on your app data folder. So in the first step, to generate a script, switch to the Database Explorer view. If you're using Visual Studio 2008, then it should be titled as Server Explorer. So select the database you want to generate a script for and right click on that and say Publish to Provider. Now you can see that a wizard gets popped up. So just follow the wizard. You should see the database, select all the databases you want to generate the script for. Specify a location where you want to save the generated script and just click finish. It takes some time to generate the script. So as you can see, once the script is generated, you should see the success message. Just close this wizard and then browse to the location where you actually saved the script. As we can see, this is the script file that is generated. If you open it, you should be able to see the entire script. Now in the next step, we'll actually convert the script back, convert the tables inside the script, or recreate these tables inside the script with our Management Studio. As you can see, I have remote logged into our EC2 instance. You could also do the same thing with our Remote Lab server. Now let me open the SQL Server Management Studio. To do that, you have to run the SQL Server Management Studio in the administrator mode in order for you to create any new databases or tables. You'll have all the required permission only if you run it as an administrator. So I'll do that by just right clicking on it and say run as administrator. And then I connect using the normal Windows authentication. Once I get connected, I should see all the available databases. Now let me create a new database. In order to avoid duplicates, whatever databases that you create, prefix that database name with your group name. For example, I'm just saying group X underscore test underscore DB, and I say create a database, and I can see that my database has been created. So now what I would do is I would actually copy the script from my local machine to the remote machine. As I showed in the class, you can access it via your local drives, but for now I already have the script in my documents folder. Now what I have to do to regenerate the tables is I just open this using a notepad or any text editor. I just copy this entire, I just select the entire text and copy the entire text. Now whichever database I want to insert this script, I just say new query, and a query editor should open. Just paste the entire script and again just highlight it and just say execute. Once I click execute, I should see this output, like all the tables getting inserted and all the rows being inserted into the tables. So if you just expand the tables folder, you should see all the tables which are in the script being created, and also the rows, whatever rows were in that particular table would also be inserted for you. So this way you you transfer your database from your local machine onto the SQL server, onto the in the server. So this is how you do it. Now, as said, if you want to find out the connection string, just right click on the database, go to the properties and say view connection properties, and the two important things are like one is the server name and your database name, which is like group x underscore test underscore db. So use these two properties to build a nice build a connection string and connect to the database through your application.